this may be the biggest collaboration for Turbo yet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, right? We can see 20 hours ago, a very, very big collaboration has happened. We can see the Turbo Toad X Tangem wallet has officially landed. Only 350 exclusive wallets are available. And when they're gone, they're gone. Your favorite meme coin has now the perfect hardware wallet companion. Simple, sleek, and fully turbo, branded for the community. So we can see only 350. Okay. So first of all, right, hardware wallets are fantastic, right? They really, really are. Highly recommend using them, or, just making sure that you don't have a lot of your money on exchanges. Here and there is a little bit fine, but you don't want all your eggs in one basket. And if you are only going to use exchanges, you really should do multiple of them. But I still wouldn't recommend it. But we can see, right? If you need a solution, we have one right here. Now, the crazy thing is, right, the fact that there's only 350 wallets means this is pretty much like a limited exclusive type of wallet you can get, which in a way that has a lot of value in itself. And when Turbo blows up, I'm not saying you should do this, right? But when Turbo does blow up and when Turbo is in its peak, you could potentially even flip the wallet for money. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you should. I'm really not. But I mean, if you're trying to think like a business person, you can cop one or two of them. Don't cop a lot of them because, just be fair. You could get a few of them and potentially flip it. All right. That's just the business side thinking. But seriously, think about it. How cool would it be if you were one of the 350 people that did have this wallet, right? You are part of history, and it's pretty cool, right? It's something that not a lot of people can say. Only 350 people can say that they have this wallet. So we can see, right? The Turbo X Tangem wallet is here. Ultra secure, credit card size, no batteries, no cables. Just tap with your smartphone to manage your crypto anytime, anywhere. And now it comes in Turbo style. We're teaming up with Tangem to launch a limited edition Turbo X Tangem cold wallet built for the future, powered by the community. Important, production starts only if 350 orders are placed. If that target isn't reached, buyers will receive a standard black Tangem wallet. So we can see, right? Bonus, Toads get 10% off Turbo Tangem wallet. No pressure, no hype, just a chance to secure your bags with a Toad's touch. So we can see, right? I guess they have to hit 350 orders for it to be even, activated, right? So it's one of those things, either nobody's going to get this or 350 people will, right? So yeah, we'll see. We already see some people are buying this. Thank you. Your order was placed successfully, right? Boom. Oh, right. So we can see, boom, $69 original. Okay. Classic price, 10% off because of the Turbo discount. But yeah, guys, personally, like I said, if you need this type of wallet, highly recommend it, especially if you are part of the Turbo community. Now, what else can we talk about when it comes to Turbo? Well, let's cover some of the basics, and then let's look at the charts, and let's just see where this coin is going to go. We can see that we are practically at 300 million market cap, 70 million volume. So absolutely amazing. Up almost 87% volume in the last 24 hours. And we can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are ranked 159 in the world. We can see, while that loads, that we are slowly looking to creep up and explode, right? I do genuinely believe that this is going to be the start of the shift. Now, of course, getting the timing is very, very hard in itself, but I do believe that over down here at the 0.0037 area was going to be the bottoms, and we'll explain why in just a second. But we can see, right? Turbo has been growing for the last couple of months, really, despite it going down, despite sometimes it going up, despite it going sideways. We can see Turbo is consistently going up in holders, which means people see a value in this coin. Some people get into hype, some people just dollar cost average. And we've been also growing while Turbo is going down, which means a lot of people, like I said, see the value, see the future, see the potential of this token. Okay. You got to remember that is a good sign. Usually people start selling, panic selling when things go down a little bit, but not turbo holders, because we are elite. Anyways, let's look at the charts, right? Let's look at the charts. So I believe truly, right? I truly do believe that last week was ultimately the retest of this huge support. Okay. The reason why I say this is because global liquidity is on our side. Okay. Not only that, but fundamentally, we did do the best type of retest we possibly could have done. The thing that will make Turbo fly even higher. In fact, getting this type of pullback makes this coin safer. It does. It really does. Because when a coin starts doing fundamental retests, fundamental pullbacks, right, starts following the market rules, precisely and consistently, it means it's kind of like part of the system, right? That is what we like to see. That is why when there's certain types of meme coins that really get pumped up, right? Like they just keep pumping. I don't recommend really buying them. And usually you see some type of pattern like this where they just keep going down and down and down and down and down. And then maybe eventually, depending on the coin, depending on the narrative, it might start seeing some type of pullback, right? The thing is with Turbo, we have much better structure, right? The only real type of imbalance is that we had was over here, right? Which all of this got filled up. So we literally have no imbalance left other than this little zone, which for me, it doesn't have to get filled up this cycle, but it could be actually a bottom that we revisit during the bear season, okay? Now, I am still super optimistic. I still think Turbo is going to pump very well. I see some people saying 1 cent, some people saying 10 cents, some people saying $1, right? For me, I still think this token can still hit roughly that 15 cents, right? There's no reason for this token not to really hit this 15 cents unless altcoin season itself is going to be a dud. Now, we can see, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of global liquidity, we are actually starting to lag behind a little bit, which is not the most ideal because we can see, right? This is where we're supposed to be at. If we take the 91 days, was supposed to be last week. And we didn't really see some type of pump, right? We got the manipulation, but we didn't really see some type of pump. This, right? This top over here, if we go 91 days, we can see that sure, right? It is this week. We still have many days left in this week, but right now we are just kind of going slow, which I still think we will accelerate. And then we can see if we go to the right, which is a week later, that is going to be next week. So I overall expect this coin to really start recovering, not only because of global liquidity, but because of the technical analysis. We are just doing everything right. We can see global liquidity itself is kind of getting stagnant just a little bit. I would obviously love to see global liquidity just kind of start exploding, because if we see something like this, then that's probably going to indicate like altcoin season. Okay. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is practically it when it comes to Turbo. Let me know what you guys think. I am still super high in this coin. I bought a lot of this coin recently, right? I put it in my Discord, certain prices. We've talked about certain prices in the videos. And yeah, overall, it's just more of a patient game. I'm not the one really in control. I'm just the one that pretty much reports the news, as in the charts. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye. Portfolio reviews, economic and global updates and news, frequent up-to-date technical analysis, and a very supportive community. Sell and buy calls and trading education is provided. If that sounds good to you, now is the time to act. Once the markets start moving, there is no I should've, coulda, woulda. Now is the time. If you want to take things to another level, we have the blueprint that covers everything from A to Z in crypto that you need. No fluff, no bullshit, just the most important news, fundamentals, and technicals to have you succeed in these markets.